In this video, I'll talk about how I modeled grappling physics interactions using my recent game log driver implemented using Godot engine as an example. In the game, your task is to steer logs drifting down the river by grappling them with a pike pole to keep them from getting stuck in log jams. So how did I model the interactions between the pole hook and the logs? Let's take a look at how the log driver character is implemented. The scene consists of a Godot animation sprite showing the log driver holding the pike pole. The pole can be in two states: up when the hook is free, and down when you are trying to grapple a log. Note the shadow to guide the eye to see where the pole hook lands. The grappling interaction happens at the tip of the pole hook. There are two nodes of interest: a collision shape used to detect whether the pole hook is touching the log. The logs, by the way, are implemented as 2D rigid bodies. Then there is a pin joint used to connect the log driver character to the log. When the pin joint is connected, the log will pivot around the joint as it's pushed by the river flow or other logs, and the player can drag the log around by moving the character. There's a couple of design points or caveats worth mentioning. The player character is implemented as a static body 2D, meaning that he's only affected by player controls, but not pulled by the log. The upshot is that the pin joint can't be fully fixed, because otherwise player could drag the logs and tension the joint in unphysical ways by just moving around. To handle this, I implemented a mechanism where the pin joint automatically releases and resets its position if the connection is stretched beyond the set limit. In the game, you'll see this mechanism as a kind of slipping behavior if you try to pull the logs through a rock or into the riverbank. I did consider a mechanism where the player could get dragged into the water if you don't release the hook, but it probably would have made the game very hard to play. So to add a bit of realism, the player characters move slowly when the hook is connected and he's dragging a heavy log. To try out the game in browser, visit the project page shown in description.